All right, guys, we're ready for our e-learning math assignment today. It is a brand new lesson, but it's not really that new, as you're going to see. We last week did some adding with three-digit numbers, which you were very, very good at, and we used rounding to see if we could estimate our answers before we actually solve the real problems. You're going to do that today again. Last week, what we did was we rounded to the nearest 100. Today, the difference is you're going to be rounding to the nearest 10. So your real answer and your estimated answer should be within 10 of each other, and sometimes you'll occasionally see that they actually equal the same number. So you've got two things to do in your playlist. I know your screen, when you look at yours, looks a little bit different than mine, but the ideas are the same. So you've got continue to add three-digit numbers, visual learning. This is our learning video. Okay, you're going to watch the whole thing, but I'm only going to watch about 2 seconds of it here.
How can you
Okay.
use addition to solve?
Once I have completed the video, then over here, I'm going to get a check mark, or you're going to see a check mark on your screen that you will submit it to me to show me that you are finished. Okay. If you don't click the submission on my end, it looks like you didn't watch the video, even if you did. So make sure you click that check mark over there. Okay. Once you've watched that, then you should see a big check mark on this, both on your playlist, and then it's going to be time to do a practice buddy today. What I really like about practice buddies is they're going to give you lots of chances to work through the problem. So if you make mistakes the first time, you get to do them again. And I really encourage you and want you to do that. Practice buddies are a learning opportunity for you to make mistakes, perhaps, and then go back and correct them and shoot for a better score. So each question, at least at the beginning, is going to have two parts. You're going to see estimate by rounding to the nearest 10, and then find the sum. So putting the real answer here is not going to get it. And last week when we did this on e-learning, when we had practice buddies, we did quick checks, I think. We had a lot of low scores because we had a lot of kids not writing information down on a piece of paper. So go get a piece of paper so that you can write your problems down. You can make the work out before you submit your answers. So the first step would be to round this one to the nearest 10. I'm going to go 247. Write it down. 247 is going to go to 250. I can do the rounding in my head, but I'm going to make sure I write down the adding. And then 592 goes to 590. So there's what I've got so far. Okay, and then I'm going to add that up. And I got 840. If you were working along with me. So that's the estimated sum. So let's put 840 in here and check. Yay. All right. Then you're going to see, now I'm going to pop up for the second part of the problem, which is actually find the real answer. Again, I'm writing it down. I want to get it right. I don't want to get a low score. I want to do my best. And so for my real answer on this one, I got 839. So that's what I'm going to put in there. And check that. Perfect. Okay. So if I'm stuck at all, once I've done both parts, I click next. You guys have done these before. If I'm stuck at all, I do have this question help. I can view an example that would allow me to see an example of this problem getting solved. I can do another look, which would give me a short little video again on how to do these particular types of problems. And the animation is the video that you should have already watched before you opened up your practice buddy. Okay, so once you have completed this, you will be back at your playlist screen. Both things should have a check mark. If they don't both have a check mark, you did not either click the check mark in the video to show that you were done, or you didn't finish all your practice buddy. Then you need to fly that airplane to me so that you make sure that I see that you did your work and that it was completed. All right, so with our adding of three-digit numbers today, remember all we're really doing today is rounding to a different place before we do that estimation. We're rounding to the nearest 10 before we add up our numbers, and then adding to find the real sum as well. Okay, if you've got questions, send them to me in the inbox, or um, and I can help you. That's what I mean. All right. All right. Have fun doing your learning today.